Welcome to the Stu Podcast, episode 12. Of course, it's your host, Dre Barter. Back again with another special guest. I got my longtime guy over here, man.
Yeah.
Shit, ever since I was a freshman in high school, this is one of my big brothers, big homie. Go ahead, tell the people who you are, bro.
It's your boy, that guy Tom, known in the art world as Antonio LeVon. And yeah, bro, it's been a long time coming.
It has.
Coming to see you, man.
It has.
The Stu Podcast is lit. I'm excited, bro.
It has. And so, of course, on the Stu Podcast, usually we kick it and obviously we talk about music, but I don't always like to talk about music. You know, in the Stu, I pretty much had any type of people in here. And
right.
when that happens,
creativity, man.
When that happens, we vibe, man.
We're here to talk creation. I'm
Definitely,
excited, man.
definitely. I need the people to know exactly what you got going on. So, of course, fashion designer. When did you actually figure out that you wanted to fashion design? Like,
Man,
how long have you been doing that for?
It's really, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I know this might sound corny, but that motherfucking, what is it called, the pandemic, bro, that shit really gave me a chance to sit down and really see what the fuck I wanted to do. You know, I went to college for biomed, did that shit, and the shit really wasn't me. Like, I fucked with it. It was a job more so than a passion, you know, and I always been into fashion, you know what I mean? I always do it and that, but always been different. Just the way I dress, you know, like, I'm from Highland Park, man, so you already know how they dressing over there.
Of course.
It's way different from transitioning from that to being in the burbs, being in Farmington. Like, I switched it up. That's really more my element. You know me, I'm the Sperry guy when I was in high school.
And that's crazy because you was the Sperry guy. You was the Sperry guy.
I always been a preppy look motherfucker, but yeah, shit didn't change. Shit crazy, bro, looking back at that shit.
Okay. Now, you said the pandemic. Wow, you just touched on a lot of things because I do remember you had the white coat on. You was doing the doctor thing, and that's crazy that now you at a point in time where like fashion is one of your passions that you want to take and move forward with.
Definitely.
And so the clothing brand. Let's talk about the clothing brand because I remember back when you first talked to me about what type of clothing I should be wearing in my videos, and you was like, "Shit, just wear my shit."
Real
and
talk.
So
the lit way.
Yeah, and so of course. You know, the way I pronounce your fashion line, I say De Belize.
Okay.
But, you know, I guess...
It's De Belize Atelier.
Okay, De Belize Atelier. And the De Belize Atelier, where did that come from? Where did that originate?
Well, in French, the Bells, it started off as the Bells Creations. That's just old beauty. And one of my homeboys from Highland Park, actually, he could never pronounce that shit. The nigga kept calling it De Belize. I'm like, nigga, read. You feel me? But he passed, bro. Like a year before. I really was doing this shit, taking it real serious. So I was like, bro, in really memory of him, I made it De Belize Atelier. Atelier just means workshop. So yeah, in French. So we just freaked it that way, bro.
Dope. And now you said really the pandemic really sparked more your idea of where you could take this. So what would you think for your next, because I know that you've been teasing your next, like, is this going to be like a spring, summer line, or like, what's going on?
It's spring, summer, everybody been hitting me. When this shit dropping?
Right.
Like, everybody been on my ass, bro, but like I said, I make probably 60% of my shit by hand. Like, you know, going from my first collection to now, bro, my shit used to be straight just heat press, vinyl shit, but as I got more and more into it, bro, started learning about, you know, textures, fabrics, color palettes, you know, just the technical shit of it, you know what I mean? I kind of transitioned to making everything, you know. Shout out to Taki Kareem, because he really showed me the way.
Shout out to Taki.
Yeah, he really showed me the wave on that, bro. Just someone like making your own shit. It's way cheaper just to make your shit. And people fuck with it heavier, I feel like, than just having like a screen printed tee. I got screen printed shit, but you feel me? I got way colder garments than that.
What's your favorite to do, at least? Like,
I would say cut and sew. It ain't nothing like making some shit all the way from scrap, like sourcing the material, making it from scrap, and then bringing that bitch to life, like after you sketched it out. That shit dope to me.
And so as far as design, do you have a team or is this all just you?
Nah, this all me, bro.
Okay.
This all me. Like I said, the sketching tip, I didn't go to school for this shit, you know what I mean? So I had to learn how to sketch, and you know, I had people here and there help me just learn how to source materials, and I just kept learning. Like, I learned how to sew, then I learned how to source the materials, and I learned where to get that shit from. Just all the logistics of the business, you know. I really started from the bottom with that shit. Like I said, most niggas start with the heat press, you know, and the vinyl. But, you know, if you want to have real nice garments, because my shit expensive. Nothing I'm talking is cheap, you feel me? But
yeah, 100.
Yeah, bro. So I knew I had to go that way with it.
On it. And so, I mean, you still ain't give me no type of date, though, brother.
Really, bro, I go to LA next week.
Okay.
I go to LA, I'm going to do some shit. I got to finish these shorts. Probably, I get back, the 4th of April? The week after that, I'm going to have a pop-up.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
What is that weekend? I don't know what that Saturday is, though, but that week of the 4th of April.
It's probably like the 7th, the 8th, whatever the case may be. Now, I remember your last pop-up, which was last year.
That shit was dope.
And that was
vibes in there?
Yeah, that was with Taki.
Yeah.
So
that building was dope.
Yeah, that was nice. I would love to see like a fashion show.
Yeah, bro, I've been working on that, bro. Like I said, what I've really been trying to work on is my craft and just making shit. You know what I mean? This next collection is my best collection today. It's the third one, and I just been trying to make that shit perfect, trying to perfect that shit. You know, before I put something out like a fashion show. I might have, be looking crazy like that.
Want it.
Can't have heat press shit on the fashion runway.
Want it.
Where do your my bad for you.
No, go ahead.
But where do your fashion inspiration come from?
I'm happy you asked me that, bro. It's a lot of different ways, but I would say ready-made shit. Virgil Abloh, of course. R.I.P. to the legend, to the man himself. He inspired me so much, bro. The way he did it. The way he created a whole fucking genre. Like, he created a whole wave. People not even gonna understand it right now until later on where they really talk about it. But his shit, Caravaggio, an Italian artist, super dope. I fuck with him. Just streetwear in general. Like, Rick Owens, super dope. There's a couple people who I can really draw from. Fear God. What's his name? Lorenzo?
Yeah.
He crazy.
Jerry Lorenzo.
Yeah. But they all so into like the architecture and the real. It's way deeper than just putting a fit together for them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I really fuck with that aspect of it. It's a little deeper.
For sure. So when it comes to the technicalities in fashion, obviously you got your two main places in the United States. So Cali is one, New York is the other. Let's say you had a choice to be in either city. What would you consider? Well, do you think Cali right now got the vibes more than New York? Because New York obviously is a mecca.
Yeah,
for
hell
fashion.
nah.
Okay.
New York the mecca, but LA a wave. Like, I want to live in LA. That's my next move, really. That's what I'm planning. But New York the mecca, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever been. When you walk around New York, it's crazy. Everybody on their own vibe. It's true fashion. Like, you will see some crazy shit like, what the fuck he got on?
Right.
They being they self, you feel me? They really like, this my vibe type shit. People in Detroit scared of that shit, bro.
And you know what's funny is a couple times we done had people on the pod early on.
Right.
And they done told me like, you talk like a New Yorker, you dress like a New Yorker. And the thing is, it's really just about having that freeness.
Yeah.
When it comes
out expression, fashion is just expression, bro. Whatever that may be for you, like, everybody got a different vibe, so I just look at it like that, you feel me?
Yeah, but some people can't, some people be so boxed in.
Some niggas is corny, though, I'm saying, the way they
that
dress.
too.
They don't dress that too. Some niggas be wildin'. But I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about when people see something they ain't seen.
Yeah.
Because you won't see certain shit in Detroit that's out there. You'll be like, what the fuck? It's a little different. Like thrifting. Even like thrifting. People just getting hip to like thrifting.
Sure.
Being sustainable with fashion. Like, you don't gotta go to Saks, spend 3 bands to get a hard fit. That's what Detroit niggas be on.
Let's actually talk about that. So, when did I start thrifting? See, I've been in and out of it because of my ego. My ego sometimes take me out of it. Like, what the fuck is you doing, nigga? You going out thrifting?
You can find. You don't gotta go crazy. I don't go crazy, but I find pieces. I done found dope ass pieces.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And in fact, I guess I shout them out. So, I wanna be sure when I say their name. So I think it's Your Dad's Closet or something like that. When we was in our last studio, they had that spot.
They was down there with us. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, I see the building closed now, but yeah, okay.
So during that time though, instead of me going thrifting, I was going to them, and they had like all the retro shit.
Yeah.
Really, it all stemmed from Dead Stock. Did you ever go to Dead Stock?
Hell yeah.
All right, so Dead Stock, with all the hats, with all the vintage snaps and shit like that. Yeah,
you remember the Tisa days? Shout out
Tisa. Yeah, that's crazy.
Forgot about that. Shit was a whole wave. That shit ended.
Yeah, that's crazy that you say that, because that was something that I wanted to bring back, and I couldn't find any of the Tisa shit.
Yeah, bro, I still got some Tisa shit.
Okay.
Low-key. That was in the burn rubber, the motherfucking, what's that shit, Revive? Revive.
Shout out to Revive. Yeah, Revive's still out there in Birmingham.
Shout out to Revive. That was
Brown Rubber's still out there.
I heard one story that was Revive. I don't know shit else y'all talking about.
Yeah. So you never heard of Brown Rubber? Do you know Roast Spit?
Yeah.
You don't know Roast Spit?
Bro, look, I grew up. My mama was shopping at JCPenney's, nigga, and fucking Macy's, bro. Niggas was wearing Arizona jeans.
I was at first too. Don't feel along.
I mean, nah, that was
South Pole.
That was yeah. Nah,
okay, niggas wasn't wearing South Pole. I ain't gonna lie. My daddy didn't want us wearing no damn South Pole.
I ain't even go cat with you. Back in Highland Park, like elementary.
Yeah.
I was out to South Pole Elementary.
Okay.
I graduated though.
I had the South Pole. I had the Mark Echo. I did it all. I basically did it all.
High school, I went straight basketball, nigga. I wore all jumpsuits, nigga. It was no swag. It was like if my swag was in the jeans, that was it.
High school was different for me because so not really to put nobody business out there, but of course you was in a grade ahead of me. And when I first came into high school, the year before that, jerking was like a thing. And
you was for sure. Listen, he was for sure a jerking ass nigga. I remember that.
And so skinny jeans, Converse, like you want to talk about Cali. Like that Cali wave back then, that's what I wanted to.
But that was a Cali thing though.
It was.
That's where that wave originated from.
Okay.
Even
New
snapbacks.
Boys from Cali.
Yes, New Boys is from. Even snapbacks. I remember niggas. Niggas is rocking fitteds now, but I remember niggas was rocking fitteds back then. And when it was that transition between fitteds and snaps, I started wearing snaps, and that's like the nerdy. That's like a nerd
that's the thing though. But listen, I know. Like, put it like this, like snapbacks in where I was at, like I grew up kind of around like both sides, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So niggas was wearing fucking snapbacks. We was rocking snapbacks. Like anytime I was with my cousins and my brothers and all that, niggas was rocking snapbacks.
My shit was like polar opposite. Like I said, in Highland Park, bro, niggas wasn't on. I went to a private school in Highland Park. Niggas wasn't wearing shit though. Like you was wearing whatever your people got you. You feel me? Type shit.
And that was what I was on too.
Yeah. Sure. But when I got to high school, you know, we played football. We played sports all year round. So I was just a sweatpants, Sperry's, shorts type of motherfucker moving around. So yeah, I don't know.
You know, I don't feel like you find your own lane until you hit maybe 11th grade.
Yeah,
like
real talk. And still not even there, but you getting the idea of like what you on. Definitely,
very true.
I agree.
Around that time is when I got my first job, and I remember my parents was an advocate for sports because obviously that's the high school that we went to. Yeah. So anything sports wise, what I need. Any type of track, anything football, anything like that, they buy it, right? But when it came like down to Jordans and shit like that, because they said I was too hard on it. So like the best thing I would get would be like $90 Air Force Ones. Right?
Okay. That was swaggy?
Yeah. That was before I could purchase something for myself. I remember the first Jordans I bought. This is back when I worked at Domino's. That was my first job.
I remember that shit too. No cap.
Yeah. My first job was Domino's. Man, I showed love to the whole city of Farmington. I ain't gonna cap. Niggas came in. If you knew who I was, you was getting a free piece.
That's the one thing I can say about you though, bro. Real talk. You always looked out. You know what I mean? You always looked out whatever position you was in.
What's crazy is when you do think about it, I naturally do that because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I'm here, but I'm here for a purpose, and usually that's like, alright, give back to the niggas who really like showing you that they rock with you.
That's pouring into you. That's my mantra. Like I fuck with people who fuck with me, and that's how it should be, bro. Sharing audiences with people, networking. That's what all this shit about. I know off camera I was talking to you about what is it called? 6 degrees of separation. Everybody got somebody in their circle that knows somebody, bro. It's just connecting them dots and being a people person, bro. You a people person, so I know.
It's crazy that you said that.
He was talking that shit.
I was talking to our business partner, D Revival. We was talking about that, and that just goes into just saying it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Man, if y'all seen my motherfucking room, I got a whole vision board of how I'm gonna get to meet certain people. And got it all set up. Like it'll look crazy if you ain't know me. Just walked in my shit. You be like, what the fuck? But I got it all set up, bro. Because we one person away. You know what I mean? You closer than what you think. So
So and pre-show, obviously, you was telling me about your goal to meet Kanye, which would be crazy.
Definitely, it's gonna happen. Definitely gonna be. He a big inspiration too. I didn't even talk about him. That motherfucker, bro. He a crazy ass nigga, by the way, for sure. But the way he do his shit, bro, he don't let people tell him no. Every time Kanye wanted to do something, he did that shit his way, and he did it, bro. The Sway shit. Did it. You don't know? So he told that nigga, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna show you. Did it. This new shit with the STEM player. Like, all the shit he doing is revolutionary, bro.
Yeah.
Not to get too deep into it, but he really changing the world. No cap the way he doing shit, man.
I feel like when people stop thinking about the moves that they make and make those moves,
exactly, it's the action,
and do them organically. That's where you get to a point where people will champion you just because you just doing what you doing.
Man, did you see his new docuseries?
So
did you finish it, nigga?
So I still ain't.
But only one episode left. Like,
I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through.
Through the third episode. You couldn't just sit down and watch the whole thing.
You gotta watch this shit.
Listen, this nigga turned off some of his songs before it got to the end where he was showing you some of his music.
Yeah.
Nigga, you gotta stop doing that. You gotta let the shit play.
I played the nigga 3/4 of the song, man. He'll hear it when it come out, nigga. Damn.
Listen to that shit, bro. Watch it. I mean, that shit hard, bro. How he started versus what he is now, how he changed. You get to see all that shit, bro. How he ain't let niggas tell him no. Niggas in the stool laughing at him. Niggas at what record label was he fucking with?
At that time,
he was on Rock Nation.
Yeah, Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Rockefeller. They laughing at this nigga. He playing them graduation. They laughing and shit, right? But it's graduation.
Yeah.
That nigga kept going.
Yeah.
Like, fuck y'all. Fuck nigga.
My favorite part was, I think this was the second episode. When,
spoilers, by the way, man. So if you ain't seen that shit,
nigga, this shit been out for a whole fucking month.
You ain't seen this, man. Click off and then come back and check this out.
Y'all niggas missing out.
You missing the sauce. What's the bruh?
My favorite part of the doc, though, at least episode 2, was when the best part was when he had, what was that? I think he was walking out of somewhere and it was dark, nighttime. Was it nighttime or was that after he tried to show them the shit?
I'm not sure. Are you talking about you walking on the street, down the street type shit?
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Just that part alone just showed how much like where his mindset was going on that morning. To me, at least.
Moved to New York with no cheese.
You know what I mean? And then the other second part was when he made it known for niggas. To literally. Like, he had a conversation with, I think it was like his cousin manager or something.
Okay.
He had the grill in his mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they was talking about beats and shit, who wanted to pay.
Okay.
Nigga, what I loved about it was, nigga, he sat there and said, it's crazy how niggas want to get beats. and they not even sweet type shit, right? It was, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting. But basically he said, like, how y'all come to me for beats and all that, and like y'all not even like at least proposing me at least some money. Y'all just proposing me how good
want shit for free.
Yeah.
Listen, don't be that nigga. A lot of people be on that shit.
Talk about that.
Titled ass motherfuckers. Like, I fuck with you, tone up and on you since discount ass niggas. This ain't discount double check. You know, this how we live, bro. We creatives and our shit got value in it. You know,
sure.
I do this shit every day. You know, people don't know how much work it takes to really build a business and build a brand. Like, that shit insulting for the people, dumbass people who be doing that. And
I don't know if that's just like where we live or what's the case, but
I think it's our community.
It does seem like a lot of people.
They ask you for a discount, then go
it's
to
our community
and blow a bag.
Isn't that crazy? Go to Gucci and we'll buy.
Fuck Gucci. Go to another community, nigga.
Real talk.
Understand that. Like, people don't understand that.
I like that too.
Because it's not about the brand. It's not about now. Like, literally, it's our black community, bro. Like, that's a problem I see. Because we have a real problem with accepting the fact that since we know each other, I shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, pay you for this service.
And isn't that great?
But mind you don't have to even come to me for the service.
And that's the case. Right. And I'm a bargain type of nigga. Even when a nigga tell me something, I'll be like,
some people be overdoing it though.
Yeah, nah.
Like, I done seen people be like, have a fucking vinyl little heat press t-shirt and be like $300, $250. That's, come on, bro. You feel me? But if you getting a cut and sew sweater, you know, made by hand, I don't know if motherfuckers know how much go into that shit. You know what I mean?
And I had to respect that from Taki, because I remember when Taki was telling me about some of his undergarments. Because for me personally, obviously, of course I do the podcast, but everybody knows this podcast is meant for me to talk, and then also meant for me to showcase my music. And when I do my music, I want to make sure that I'm rocking the people that I know's brand before I rock anybody else's thing. So, like, what people don't know, and if y'all don't know, go back and check out Straight to the Top. I dropped that in October. And Straight to the Top, I'm rocking the Dave Ali's shirt. And pretty much, like, that's not something that you asked me to do at all. But that's something that, at the end of the day, that's the love that should be provided.
That's the way we on, bro. Giving back, bro. Building with your people. That's what it's about. Like, years later, let's say I blow first, you blow first. We gonna come back and reach back, you feel me, off that genuine connection, bro.
Definitely.
People get to reaching and forming relationships based off of what they can get out of it. That's when they get inorganic and, like, that's when that shit just get weak. Like,
what taught me that, too, going back to Kanye, I mean, think about it. Do you get a Virgil Abloh to the same degree without an influence of Kanye? Because, I mean, with their story and their storyline...
Even better, do you get a Kanye without Virgil Abloh's influence? Virgil did a lot of shit for and with him and Lorenzo, bro. Fear God, like, from his album cover, from all that shit, album covers, visuals, Pyrex Vision, the shit with Louis that they did, Virgil was just behind them. They don't be understanding every nigga got a role. That's what we got to understand in our community, bro. Cootie was the cameraman. Virgil was doing the fashion shit. You need somebody doing everything in your camp. Everybody ain't gonna be in front, the face of the camera, you know, in the front. But people gotta understand that. Play your role, bro. We all gonna get to where we trying to go.
Me and Kay have talked about this several times because even before I had these cameras, Kay was telling me, Nick, we need to be shooting this shit. We always talking about how we creating this, how we doing this, how all this shit like a movie.
That creative spirit,
he said, bro, what's the difference between doing it but having a camera right here with you?
Real talk.
I said, shit, nothing. he said, what the fuck are you doing? Right. I said, I guess we going to Best Buy. Like, shit.
Shout out to you for that.
Fuck it, yeah, man. And I'm one of them type of people where you just, if there's an inkling in your heart to do something, do it. Jump off and do it.
Fuck it, bro.
God put it on you for a reason.
I did all that college, all that shit, biomed shit, bro. And I was just like, this shit ain't my passion, my nigga. This shit don't excite me when I wake up. It's a dope job. It's a dope career. You get money from doing that shit. Don't get me wrong, but, like, nigga, I want to be happy. You feel me? I want to thrive, and I know God got some other shit for me to do. So I'm gonna do this.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. And so I would say, too, I'm trying to think about some of the brands that we do have here in Detroit. People see me sometimes rock the Carhartt. Are you a fan of any of the Detroit brands? I'm trying to think about some others. Some other, like, Detroit native brands.
I fuck with Dez Delmar. He got some hard shit.
Dez Delmar, okay. Oh, where's that at? He got, like, a storefront?
I don't even know. I ain't gonna do no promo for that nigga.
Yeah, nah,
shit. I thought it was dope. Him. Oh, that boy Spence with Arrival.
Arrival. Shout out to Arrival.
With that,
Everybody knows Spence. And I will say, Spence is one of those ones, too. He kind of like a heavy pioneer when it come down to, like, where we are and where we live at. You know, Southfield,
Farmington. Spence really came up from the mud, too, man. Like, that nigga worked his ass off to get where he at. So I respect that. I just respect people like that. Niggas don't know. Niggas see you in a club or something with a Rolex, or see you in a club dripping or something and think that shit was overnight, or you just...
Yeah, we were just talking
about like this. We were just talking about this. No, this shit take years, bro.
Absolutely.
This shit take...
Niggas think that with the studio sometimes. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And some niggas know what the real is because they've been coming to us for a while.
Real talk.
But, like, InHouse Studios, nigga, we got it. You gonna hear it in his records. He talk about it all the time in his records. So it's kind of like, you know, this it's still growing, so everybody don't understand. Like, consistency is the base thing.
It's the key to anything, bro. It's consistency is just a habit. Anything you do consistently becomes a habit, bro.
Absolutely.
You gonna get irritated with the consistent shit you doing. Sometimes you gonna get happy as fuck.
It get repetitive. It's repetitive as fuck.
You know what I mean? You gonna be like, yo, this shit ain't popping right now. Yeah, nigga, but next week that shit might be. Yeah, nigga, that shit might be popping. But as long as you keep doing that shit, bro.
Keep going till you get a yes, man. You know how many times I done tried to do collabs with people, or I'm like, is this shit hard? You fuck with this? And niggas like, no, that ain't it, T. You just get back in the lab. You keep going. And sometimes you say, fuck their opinions. What the fuck? You know what I mean? True. Like, I only take certain opinions, you know, all the way to heart. You feel me? Certain motherfuckers. You know, be the motherfuckers walk up to you. You need to do this. I hate it. You need to do this, ass motherfucker. Too. That's what nigga. This always a nigga, bro. This what you need to do to pop. This what you, bro. What you doing? You got a regular 9 to 5. No offense to nobody.
Right. No offense.
I got a 9 to 5. Like I'm a teacher, bro, but you gotta understand, bro.
You don't have the same goals and aspirations.
Exactly.
Yo, at least the mindset.
You don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes. To walk up to somebody and say this what you need to do is an insult. You don't know.
That's so.
Because that could have been already in the blueprint.
Real talk.
That's so 100 because we've also had.
Listen, okay, people on the pod, we love y'all. Everybody been talking about this diamond. Change the color of the diamond. That's kind of already been in the blueprint. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We just been kind of forgetting to change the color.
Yes, and let me address this to the viewers. Yo, listen. If there's something you DM me that you want to see on the podcast, comment below.
Comment that shit.
That's
bro.
what's going to help me consider it, man. I will consider it when it's something that everybody can see. I want this. I want us to build a community here, and the only way we can build a community if we understand. Obviously, you listening right now, or you wouldn't even be, to this point in the pod. Comment, like, subscribe. This is what brings me to the level of passion where I want to continue to do it, and I want to continue to make it almost like I want to form it for my community.
That's a fact.
But I don't get to do that when it's a lot of individuals who hit me up individually. Right. But you can't. You're not allowing. You're not allowing the whole community to see exactly what you would want.
You're just being receptive to what the people want. Yeah, you listening to your audience, and that's different. You know what I mean? That's different. That's just molding your brand and knowing what worked for you. That's another big thing, bro. Understanding what worked for you and staying in your lane. A lot of people be just jumping from lane to lane. Like you said about consistency, you just gotta stay 10 toes and work at whatever you want, bro. The shit might not happen next week. Fetty Wap blew up in a year? And some niggas been rapping for 15 years and blew up the 16th year, you feel me?
Yeah,
So you gotta understand this shit a journey. Don't try to, this shit ain't overnight.
And you said something that obviously, now I gotta plug myself again. So you was talking about lanes. So on my new record that I got that's gonna drop pretty soon, I talk about, look, I'm in one lane right now. There's no switching. There's no going here and there. And throughout that lane process, you gotta understand too. When you in one lane, you are tunnel vision. You are not worried about what's to the left of you, what's to the right of you. You're not worried about none of that because at the end of the day, everybody can see what's going on. But you gotta make sure that you strut your shit. Like you gotta really put your chest out and say, nigga, if I'm the man, I don't need you to tell me I'm the man. I just need you to tell me what else I need to do to get to the next level.
That's a big thing on me, bro. Like people take confidence for arrogance a lot of the time, and it's just I believe in myself so much. People take that as arrogance sometimes when they talking to me or we discussing something. I'm like, no, that's just me.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. I believe in me, like they said, bro. Like I believe in me. Fuck y'all opinions. I'm gonna show you. You feel me? We don't gotta talk about it. I'm gonna show you. Be there. You feel me? Be there for the flick.
A lot of people don't have, like we were saying earlier, don't have the mentality to kind of build themselves. Because mind you have to build yourself out of that too.
Yeah, you do.
You kind of grow up with that, in my opinion. Everybody grow up. Some people grow up with parents building that confidence in them, but sometimes you got to step out into the real world to understand
reality.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, what I'm doing is right, what I'm doing is wrong.
Exactly. So you still got to be aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of everything that's going on. But, man, you got to manifest. Going into that shit, you got to manifest anything you want is possible, bro. You feel me? We only got so much time here. Not to get super deep enough shit.
You
got to manifest what you want. You got to attack that shit. I talk about this shit all the time. I talk about being in Paris with my people. I talk about being in L.A., doing shows, doing fashion shows and shit. It ain't me talking out my ass. I believe that shit. You probably hear it in my voice. Like, you can't tell me I'm not going to be straight. You know what I mean? Doing what I love to do. So, when people doubt me, that shit just give me fuel. I get excited. I'm like, okay.
Niggas don't understand. Like, they don't understand. Like, they think our tank is at E. But every time they do that shit, it's like literally, like you said, you filling me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nigga, I bet.
Right.
It's not that I want to show you. Right. It's just the fact that I want to show the world. And now that you're a part of the majority.
You know what I'm saying? Yourself, man. It's me versus me. Like, once you get that mentality and realizing that you just got to defeat yourself, man. All that laziness, procrastination, all that bullshit. Once you get over all that shit and you just constantly attacking shit and being aware of your surroundings, you know what I mean?
It's a thank you. It's a thank you to those type of people.
Real talk.
Because like I keep saying, Wallow 267. Like, them type of niggas is gonna be the niggas that's gonna be telling other people, like, yeah, man, I talked to dog, I told him to do this, and I told him to do that, and da-da-da, and now the cuz probably going like, I don't really see nothing wrong with it, da-da-da. Now he following your shit, or now he wearing your shit, or da-da-da-da. And now cuz...
It's a lot of niggas like that, bro, who like, and it's a lot of ghost motherfuckers who just follow your shit, follow your journey on some hating shit, like, or follow you, like, I look at all my content engagement, all my shit, and I get good engagement and shit, but it's niggas that just be watching my shit. I notice that. It's niggas that just be on there just to look. And I'm like, nigga, do something. Don't just do that. That's weird as fuck, bro.
Unfortunately, in the era that we live in, that's the norm. Unfortunately.
Like, what you just watching my shit for? You know, interact with it. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you got to, but that's what Instagram, that's what those platforms is for.
Sure.
To interact with it. Don't just look at my shit, man.
I think everybody has this weird, like, projection of, like, what people should be doing, and when you stop doing that and you start just understanding, like, yo, this person put this out for me to see,
to consume,
right, and at the end of the day,
product.
And at the end of the day, you don't like it, but it's a difference between that, and it's a difference between when you put up that wall and you don't show no type of love.
Nowadays, that's what social media is for, bro. It's to create content.
And that's where, but a lot of people, but listen, everybody starts off with the perception to kind of gain the engagement, right? Right. I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, we were saying, like, the followers, fake followers and all that, right? But it's crazy how, like, you got to understand with those, you see less engagement. So it's like now it's people don't understand, like, when motherfuckers really put fake followers on their shit, like it literally shows. But mind you, listen, if you know
the algorithm go peep that shit and be like, no way.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like take YouTube fake views, right? I ain't gonna lie, you can tell if a nigga got fake views, because you wanna know why? It's because you jump from, say for instance, you average of maybe, let's just be realistic on somebody that's up and coming. Say for instance, you averaging maybe, I'll say you put yourself out here enough, you averaging about 5,000 to 6,000 K of views, right?
Right.
Realistically. Now you jump to 66K.
Yeah.
And now guess what? A few months later, it's still at 66K.
Even when people be having them bots commenting.
7 months later, it's still at 66K.
Niggas notice that shit. We don't speak on it. At least I don't. I know niggas that be on that, but I don't really speak on it.
And guess what? No comments. It's little likes. Because mind you, niggas, I put it like this. If you're going to pay for anything to make your perception look good, at least scan it out. I mean, not scan it out. Spread it out.
Right.
You gonna put 10K views on your shit? Put 5,000 fucking likes on it.
The thing about that though, bro, it look cool. It look cool until it's time to really do the numbers and like people who really buy. Like for me, I do clothes. Like, you know what I mean? I need people to really physically buy my shit, engage with it, buy it. People just looking. That's cool. You looking. That's anybody, bro.
And that is the difference between fashion and music, is the fact that in music, there's this how would I even say? There's this mystique of, if I got 10,000, like, that's my cosign. And that cosign doesn't really...
Yeah. That's different with music and clothes. I get what you're saying. 'Cause I know people that rap that's on that, too. Like, the eyes. It's really about the eyes, but like you saying, it's a perception, it's a persona. It's like Kanye in the documentary, not to keep going back to that shit, but he bought a chain, and nigga was driving like a old-ass broke-down Toyota. But he had a chain, he had some grills, you feel me? He had a Rolex from when he went out. It's really the perception when you're doing entertainment, being an entertainer like that.
Sure. I had to learn that the hard way because, all right, so obviously we live in Detroit. What's the thing that every Detroit rapper really need to be stamped? Not really, but the bus, right?
You gotta have a bus.
Right. So I done talked to plenty niggas about what I want to do. I'm not even gonna go bust. I'm gonna go. It's a certain Cartier frame that I want to claim for myself.
Right.
But I always been a type of nigga to like not go with the norm.
Go against
like,
that. Me too, bro. Like I like a lot of Off-White. The Wave. I don't know if you heard of them. They got some crazy shades. I just bought some. Shout out to Wave.
What and the shades you got on now or what?
These Off-White.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I saw them from the side. Yeah.
But yeah, niggas from the city go broke trying to get them buffs. But it's the city. We stamp. That's what people from the D, you know, that stamp you when you from here.
Absolutely.
So I get it.
Absolutely.
It's a cultural thing. I get it.
Absolutely.
But honestly though, like to keep it real, G, like us us Detroiters, that's what they call it. Detroiters,
right?
I guess we're Detroiters to everybody else. To us, we just.
I'm from Detroit, but I say, like, honestly, like, I think we do a lot of things different from just the outside general public. Maybe because I don't know, like, I grew up with a very different perception than a lot of people because like I said, I had both sides, so I grew up, you know, with the suburban side, and I grew up with the hood side.
Don't get me wrong, there's niggas in the city for sure that could dress like Detroit niggas is fly as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
Definitely.
I'm talking about the corny ass niggas, going back to what I said earlier, who go in Somerset and buy the mannequin in Burberry. Walk out that bitch thinking they jumping. Like, nigga, you look like a mannequin.
But those be those simpletons.
Like
that's what I call them. I call them. And the reason why is because I kind of grew up with those simpletons too, because it was an era of maybe like 8th grade, 9th grade. You were wearing, I say for me it was 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade. You was wearing fucking Hollister and Aeropostale, right? Aeropostale kind of died probably like 7th grade.
I remember I was wearing that shit too.
But that was like, if you didn't have that, then you wasn't swaggy, right?
Real talk.
But
I remember that shit.
But niggas that wore USPA, that wasn't swaggy either. But I ain't gonna lie.
I never fucked with that shit.
No, we just talked about this in pod episode 11 because Q, first day of school, came in with a USPA on the guy.
Right.
Shout out Q.
But I can vouch for that too though, because mind you, like take Fila, right? Fila. Mm-hmm. My 9th grade year, I came in with some dope ass. I ain't gonna lie, these bitches was fire. But to me, I knew they was fire. But in my mind, I'm like, what everybody else gonna think?
Sure.
Right? Because my pops installed that into my brain. Like, nigga, these bitches hard. Like,
sure.
And I grew up with the swag of my pops too. So I grew up that nigga always being clean. Nigga always had nice shoes, nice clothes. So
I feel what you're saying.
I always been around that shit. So when I came in with the felines, nigga, Cuz was like, what's those shoes is? I'm thinking I'm in a suburban school. I'm thinking these niggas ain't even gonna think of that shit, bro. I'm at Farmington, bro. I ain't thinking none of these niggas gonna think about that shit. But they was just, my man's Don was like, feelings. I'm like, nigga, fuck what y'all niggas talk about, nigga. I wear Adidas, feelings, nigga. I rock them bitches.
I had one of those moments.
Go ahead. You want to talk about yours?
What?
Your moment.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna talk about my moment.
Yeah,
so culturally, when I moved out to the suburbs, before I moved out to the suburbs, one of my favorite places to shop necessarily wasn't JCPenney, Macy's. No. Mr. Allen's. Mr. Allen's.
I used to shop at Mr. Allen's too. Yeah, my mom was Macy JC. My dad was Mr. Allen's.
They didn't fuck with Mr. Allen's, they lying.
Right.
Mr. Allen's was for
Mr.
sure.
Allen's 29, 2 for 50, and not even that. Like, bro, I would go there and sometimes I get like, nigga, I remember I had some red monkey jeans. Like, I don't really.
But that's where niggas was getting the hell of that, FUBU shit. Yeah, I was getting FUBU shit.
John, all type of shit. So I remember my first day of school coming into Farmington Public Schools. I had all that shit on, baggy jeans, this, that, and the other, and everybody, yes, everybody looking at me like, what the fuck is this, right?
Who is this nigga?
But that's the thing though, a lot of niggas, you know what I mean? But mind you though,
that's a different swag for sure.
Right, but mind you, a nigga, say for instance, and not to cut your story off, but take like all the fashion world, like how you were saying, like niggas will see something that's like probably like that they don't fuck with, or not even that they just never seen and they not used to.
Exactly. It's like, art, bro. Art is up to the interpretation of the viewer,
and
bro.
you see that right now with this Balenciaga trend.
Yeah,
that's starting.
Balenciaga is fuck, by the way.
With the Balenciaga boots.
Yeah, obviously, shit just puddle boots.
Obviously, Kanye.
The shoes that Kanye be wearing.
Yes, let's bring it.
I ain't gonna lie, them motherfucking the SpongeBob boots.
Them just puddle boots.
The rain boots.
Listen to me.
But you know, there was a rain.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
There was a rainbow era back when we was in high school.
It was Burberry.
Yes,
but listen. Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep it G with y'all. I'm not like into the fashion world, right?
Right.
So a lot of the clothes to me, I wouldn't wear. So that's not my opinion on like it looks ugly. That's my comfortability of like that shit wouldn't even look right on me. Right? Exactly. So take the boots an example, right? If we gonna say Kanye wearing them big ass boots, me wearing them big ass boots, in my opinion, bro, them look like boots I'm wearing at a kitchen that I'm cleaning up. Cause nigga, I don't wanna, you know what I mean? Like,
born the right way, bitch is hard. Everybody
or I work
that's like that though. Niggas
Everybody,
right.
That's not a Monday through Friday fit.
Right.
Niggas don't
If
get
I'm
that.
being, that's not a Saturday night fit.
Right. Niggas trying to make it that.
TA is a Saturday night.
Right, exactly.
Hey, you not yay, nigga. That's what niggas gotta understand.
Right. And that's where I can respect that though. Because I grew up like that too though. Because nigga, I grew up in classic era, bro. My pops was wearing top 10s, Air Force Ones, nigga. We was wearing fucking shell toes, nigga. It didn't matter. We was wearing all nigga. We had
niggas had mix on.
Nigga, I grew up on classics. So you see me with Cortez's on right now, nigga. I'm all about classics because nigga, I grew up on that. So niggas seeing me in classics, they're like, damn, bro. I haven't seen them bitches in a minute.
Right.
And you want to know something? A lot of niggas wouldn't even dare to kind of touch the classics that I touch unless they kind of got the influence like I, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But going back to what he said, like, coming into that school, we thought we had the swag now, and it wasn't. You know, it was a totally new environment. Like, I remember True Religion that whole way. I never fucked with Trues, but Trues was hot as fuck.
Trues was hot.
Especially at our school, everybody had Trues.
At Harrison,
I didn't fuck with
Harrison,
I never really fucked with it, but everybody
was
was wearing them, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a couple pair. I remember being like 9th grade, like, damn, let me get some Trues. But looking back on it, that shit, I never liked it to this day. I think I took my shit to Goodwill.
I think I was never the child to ever ask my OG for the shit that everybody else was wearing.
Man, I might expose myself right now, but I have a Rubbermaid in my closet with a pair of Joe jeans, some X, some Trues, just in case that shit come back, or if it come back.
That shit, Joe jeans, Trues,
all but that mind shit, you, all that shit.
I got some purple jeans. Yeah.
Say a name, say a brand right now that came back.
It'll recycle. I'm trying to think.
You want to know what?
I can tell you.
In high school, New Balance had resurfaced like 3 times in my
sure.
It's back now.
Decades.
New 550s crazy.
I mean, when you think about Puma
resurfaced.
Like on 550, the dad shoe. Once Jay came with that, everybody fucking with the dad shoe silhouette. Everybody making a dad shoe, bro.
And let's be honest, another silhouette, that patent leather on that Prada shoe. When we was in high school, that was the thing. And even then, niggas was trying to rock the Fila Pradas as well, right?
I remember niggas at Harrison did have a Fila Pradas.
I remember.
So if I would have went to Harrison, them Filas probably would have been sweet.
You would have been able to do it.
Because them bitches, wait, if I still got them, I'm gonna show you. But nigga, if I show you them bitches was like, nigga, today, if you wear them bitches today, you'd be like, damn.
All my niggas
rock
was
what you rock.
They were, go ahead.
I don't know, niggas I was with, like, they'd call you for that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Lee, all them niggas, shout out to Rich Lee, shout out Lee.
Shout out Rich Lee.
Kyle used to be on his shit, he'll let you know, like, bro, that ain't it, you feel me? But I was wearing shit like that. I remember wearing, like, Rolexes, Audemars. I was wearing, like, fucking, I remember when G-Shocks was cool. I had all the G-Shocks.
That was the one thing I was jealous about.
That shit was over niggas' heads back then, bro. I had on Brightlands. Niggas ain't know what the fuck that was. You feel me? This in high school.
Yeah.
Now everybody, Audemars, of course, Rolex. Everybody know that.
I'm too afraid to ask my parents for all that shit.
And see, that's why I had to get that damn job, because at that time, of course, Jordan's always been a thing, but I was the type of nigga to get the Jordans that nobody had. So when it come down to like them, I had like the Joker 3s, and I had like the Olympic 6s, and I had like shit. I had like shit that you wouldn't necessarily see. I done had some 2s. I done rock some 2s. Another thing that I was into at that time. Shout out to Don C. The Don C snapbacks, even though the bitches was $150, $300, but it was just something new. It was something different. And you gotta think about it. In our high school, I don't know why, but in my mind, it was really on some, like, I ain't gonna say no Project X shit, but like, nigga, every other Friday night, nigga, is either like Friday night football game, nigga, after the football game, you going to a fucking party. Yes. So with that in mind, of course you want to look crispy for the hoes. Like, that's the whole point. So,
because we was bigger than just Harrison, bro. We had the North Hoes, Farmington Girls,
Wall Lake, everywhere. West Bloomfield,
everybody was pulling up to Harrison.
Everywhere.
Somebody tell you otherwise, they lying.
That bitch shut down. It's a recreation center. So it's going down.
Hey, a lot of memories there, though. I'll tell you that, man. I'll tell you that.
We used to throw bangers, bro. I threw a party. I remember throwing a crazy house party, bro, on the block, bro. All the motherfuckers showing up. So, like, it was just a culture thing for us.
Yeah.
Me, Marcus Ferguson, he used to throw some crazy joints.
Shout out to Oso, man.
Shout out to young Oso.
I know he watching this, for sure.
Him, bro. Slow. Huck ain't really throw parties, but we was always out there vibing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also he done threw
some bangers, nigga.
Yeah. I remember, I mean, I've been to mostly all of them. So, like, also, it's like I said, from the time I came out here, I always was trying to be with the older crowd. Okay. So, of course, like, when Tone, like you said, Huckabee, Eddie, Slow, like, that was like that whole little group. And so, throughout that group, you still got your subsets. You got your Rails, you got your Lloyds, you got your Endurance. Like,
Real
you know
I
what I mean?
call that one group. It was just the football players. We wasn't already in a group. We all just played football and was cool through that, really. You get what I'm saying? We all fucked with, it was subgroups in that, but it was just some football things.
So as a kid, you have to understand, it's like, all right, I'm trying to be with these niggas. So when they teaching me some of this shit, I'm really soaking up game and then trying to tell some of my niggas like, yeah, they on this shit now. They on this shit.
Yeah, because I've been through that. Yeah, that was
it was wavy. That shit was lit. Harrison was a good ass experience. I ain't gonna lie. High school was dope.
Yeah. My brother went to Southfield, so like when he graduated from Southfield, I was hanging like middle school, bro. I'll tell you not. I was hanging with this nigga majority of the time because it wasn't like nigga I had to. But I had to. You know what I'm saying? So
how I always looked at Southfield though, I felt like it just wasn't diverse enough for you to get that full experience. Like Southfield was a high school that you want to go to because the athletics was crazy, right? And then of course you know all your niggas is gonna be there. But in terms of in terms of
get better than Harrison had everything, bro. We had Muslims, Asians, white,
Chaldeans, like, we didn't have
everything, bro.
Yeah.
But y'all gotta understand, Southfield was technically becoming like not even a suburban school now.
No. Like, and how y'all was building it up, y'all was building it kind of like how Cass Tech was building.
No, that's where it is now though. That's exactly where it is now. Like it's literally what is science and technology? No, math and science or something like math, science, technology. So like they did that for sure. So but like the culture over there, I ain't gonna lie. Like growing up in 8th grade. Seeing my brother go to that high school and shit, it was lit. You know what I mean? The hoes was lit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The women was I say the teachers was lit too.
Our teachers was lit too. We had some wild teachers up at HHS. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We had some.
I can say just all around. Every high school got its own feeling, but. It's a couple high schools out there that's just well known, lame.
Yeah. Sure. And so really, and we bring up high school so much because that's where really your sense of yourself, where you starting to find yourself. With your fashion sense, with your music choices, with everything.
You think like, you know, and that's for when we was in like gullible or impressionable, like you know when we cared what a motherfucker think about what we was doing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that was like that phase, and like you said, 11th, 12th grade, it was like nigga, this me. That's how I'm feeling.
Sure.
To this day, talk shit to me about how I used to wear Sperry's back in the day. I don't give a fuck. I was always on boats and shit anyway.
So you played football though, right?
Yeah.
So you still watch it though?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a big I sports bet, all that. I love football.
What niggas think about this other time, Brady? I told niggas he wasn't gonna be done, bro. And guess what happened?
Brady fan. I'm the wrong nigga to
He said I'm back, y'all.
Yeah. I'm hearing the nigga might want to go to the Dolphins. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
And not at Tyreek over there, not at Jalen Waddle over there.
Their defense is
First off, this off season. Nigga, if y'all hear,
it's one of the best off seasons ever, no cap.
It's been crazy.
To be honest, it is the craziest.
The Chiefs fucked themselves getting rid of Tyreek.
Oh yeah, they did just get rid of their duo, didn't they?
So this is the reason why
they got Juju to replace that nigga, but Juju ain't Tyreek.
No. I mean,
and mind you, that quarterback style feel, the niggas already got chemistry. Like
right. But the thing is, you couldn't pay Tyreek. If you pay Tyreek, you literally can't get anything else. So that's the thing, because at least you still got Kelsey.
They giving Mahomes that bag. They need to restructure that shit. I get being the richest quarterback.
You can't. The nigga's the most talented nigga we done seen since.
Man, he is.
Since what?
Listen,
Rodgers, probably.
Brady did that shit and won so many Super Bowls off contract restructures. Man, like
that's absolutely correct.
If you want the rings, you can do that. If he cool with not getting the rings, that's a whole other deal. But if you want the rings,
no, he want that ring.
Yeah,
he's in the same position as what
he could have sat down and did that.
But the thing is,
he won his record. No, he's in the same position as LeBron is, but he's like in a better position.
Now, who are you saying? Pat Mahomes?
No, Tom Brady.
Okay.
He's literally chasing for that last ring because I guarantee you, there's nobody that can catch up to that.
But the nigga got 7 already.
Nobody
to prove.
But guess what? Guess what?
It's his.
Guess what? He's right. Exactly. That mentality. Yeah. Mind you, Michael Jordan, right? Keep it G. He didn't have to go honestly for that 6th one. He didn't. But they were having a good ass run. They just went for another one. And guess what? They could have went for a 4th, but it was due to the organization.
When you are great, it's hard for you not to be involved with the game. Like Tom Brady in his head is like, listen, I got a beautiful family, I got a beautiful wife, this and that, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that, man.
I'm trying home for 2 months.
Like, nigga, I'm trying to win.
And it's crazy how they get that experience kind of though during the off season, or do they?
Oh yeah, just that downtime. People for sure take time off. You know what I mean? 1 or 2 months.
They got to.
Even that. Yeah, you got to, bro. That shit a guard. I'm talking like I'm in the league or something. But
no. My cousin in the league though. Yeah. My cousin's and he actually paid for the Raven Dayland. Hey, shout out my baby. But he says the same thing. Like it's literally. But I would ask him like, is there like a time where you kind of do get to feel like you in that retirement state to where you kind of get that. Because mind you, once you start having children, you can start feeling it more once you start getting to an older age.
And you know when you're ready, it's that time. Like Brady ain't hit that wall where like he can still throw. Peyton Manning couldn't fucking throw. Last year that nigga was throwing 10.
But his knowledge was so great though.
I'm just saying he had to retire. Brady don't have to.
You don't think so?
Now that brings me into another segue. Speaking about the NFL, speaking about Harrison, man, it's niggas that I went to school with who are now in the league, and actually contributing. Khaled Kareem, Michael Jamudia, some of those guys.
Went to school with my cousin.
So it's like, look, when you got this melting pot of people that came from the same background, and now you seeing other people work in different areas, it's like you damn near got something for everything, where we came from.
Yeah, and, Detroit is very and just. I ain't gonna, but Michigan in general is y'all niggas don't know we native of a home of a lot of great niggas, bro. Like,
Detroit a dope ass city, like I said, bro. I ain't trying to take nothing away from the city with that. It's levels, like you saying. New York, the Mecca, nigga. If you wanna, it's certain levels of shit when you wanna do certain shit.
Yeah, you can't do it here
and do all this other model and do all that shit. You need to be in LA, New York.
Understandable.
You need to be in New York.
Understandable.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Just certain places. Positions you got to put yourself in to excel, bro.
Absolutely.
But can I say this though? Only reason is because I had this conversation with one of my homegirls too. Her whole thing is, it's being here. You got to move out, in which I do agree, right? But being from here, we straight. Being from here, it's called. The only thing is, our opportunities ain't as in front. And as LA and Atlanta,
right.
But only reason I say that is because LA and Atlanta, you get a lot of fronting niggas too. But you get niggas like that everywhere, right? You get niggas like that everywhere.
Fake it till you make your shit real though. People don't know that. It be a lot of niggas, bro. You see niggas out and you think they own it or they moving or they doing this and them niggas on the same shit.
It's hard for Detroit niggas to be about that shit, bro, because sometimes you got niggas that is halfway in. And then like they think they too much, you know what I mean? Since that one little opportunity happened, they like, all right, now I'm in the door.
Right.
So now they big, like that's the bad thing that I can't say us Detroit people have to kind of like once they get their foot in the door, like honestly, and then we do got a problem with this too. We try to bring everybody. Listen, I love y'all, bro, but y'all have to understand this as an audience. When y'all have when y'all have a certain type of love for people and a certain type of heart, it's okay to understand that you have to open up. You have to literally put your foot in that door, and the only way you get everybody in is unless that door is wide the fuck open. You can't put your foot in the door and try to cram everybody in while you still in a place that niggas that can't even, you know what I'm saying, didn't do the work that you did to get to that place. You have to literally keep putting in the work so you can be in positions to where nobody can tell you no for getting this nigga into this.
He's told me this quite some time where he like, Dre, look at yourself and you might have to realize that it's niggas who waiting for you to open up that door.
Hey, real
and like at the end of the day, like, bro.
But that's the thing, bro. Like you said, everybody, not to cut you off,
no,
bro.
Go ahead.
But everybody got to be on the same wavelength on the team. Everybody don't got the same vision. This shit'll be fucked up. You know what I mean? When you saying you can't bring everybody that ain't got the same vision as you. You know what I mean? It seems like y'all got some type of chemistry of what y'all trying to do. Y'all know y'all goals. Y'all on the same path. Some niggas just want to be around. You know, I be having niggas want to just come to fashion shows or just want to be around some shit. You know what I mean?
What was that?
But they pouring into you.
Yeah, we always talk.
I know you be having niggas want to chill in the stool
of course.
Just be around. Be a part of the creativity. Be a part of the process for me. Pour into me, and I'll fuck with you being around me. I'm not really into having people just. You know how niggas can be, bro. Chilling. I ain't really with that, bro.
Yeah.
Man, because mind you, when you get into a chilling state, you start to feel the energy that they bring upon you.
Real talk.
And that was the early stage of our studio. That was the early stages of us doing business in the studio. We had a lot of niggas that wanted to come chill with us. But then again, it was a motive in the background too. I might be able to record. I might be able to smoke some weed because these niggas always got some bud.
Right.
And I might be able to, you know what I mean, fuck
There
a
was
bitch
a
here
lot
in
of
the
that.
studio.
There was a lot of that. And the thing was, we was so, I wouldn't even say gullible, but we was so in the moment of
we had
happy about our shit.
We
that
had
it's
hearts.
like, yeah, nigga, come on.
We wanted to show our shit off.
But you go through, like I was telling you pre-show, when you go through them growing pains where it's like, nah, dog, I done been here, done that. I can't just allow you to eat off how the last nigga did.
And I'm hoping people can see that, bro. Like, it ain't, like you said, you had to go through that to learn that. You know, we ain't just up here. We trying to, people that's listening, you know, take heed to this shit, real talk. Like, we don't want you to make the same mistake. That's what this shit about for me, bro. Don't make a mistake that you done seen made or, you know what I mean? Somebody put you hip to something. Execute it, bro. Don't fall for the booby trap. Don't fuck yourself off ego. You know what I mean? Nigga like, bro, I did that and this happened. You know what I mean? Just you ever put a nigga hip to some shit and they think you trying to be big bro? Or
no,
listen, it always happens because niggas always think like, damn, nigga, it's probably the way I talk, but niggas always think like, because I'm always ahead of something, right? Yeah. So then when I'm telling niggas about it, niggas like, whatever. Then it happened, and then niggas be like, should've listened. No, nigga, it's too late, bro. You had a chance to listen back then.
I remember I was telling niggas about this Gap shit, bro. I remember before Gap.
That's a brand that came back around,
bro. Soon as Kanye announced his partnership with Gap, bro, I was like, I gotta buy the stock.
Yeah,
the shit about to go up, bro. First he did this little Yeezy thing. Now they got the Balenciaga wave coming with it. This shit all the way up, probably like 40%, bro. Like, invest in stocks, bro. Get hip to some shit.
So he owns part of Gap?
Nah, so
he just got stock in it.
He's partner with Gap. And the thing is, if you know anything about his story, I think that was his first, like, clothing store brand that he worked with was Gap.
Yeah. But that makes sense, though, because Gap got some of his swag. Like, in
definitely.
He's starting to integrate his own.
Because back then he was schoolboy. Gap had a lot of schoolboy shit.
Definitely. When he was wearing the polos and the backpacks and shit, he worked there. That's what he was wearing, you feel me?
And what's crazy is to see him wear some of the brands that we idolize today, like Bape. And back then, Bape wasn't the same as what it was now, right?
It wasn't.
You gotta think about
Soulja Boy put that bitch on.
Think about some of the pioneers. Pharrell, Kanye, Soulja Boy, Tyga was a pioneer. Chris Brown has been a pioneer in terms of like your swag and like what you wear.
About that for sure.
And so, and at that time, like I said, you throw on some Louis in 2004, 2005, you don't have the same impact as what it do in 2017. It's still Louis, of course, but it's just not the same impact. And that impact is basically driven from the people who are rocking the shit.
Definitely.
In the next 5 years, Belize will be something. Not only because I'm rocking it, but you're going to see a lot of niggas rocking that shit.
Yeah, that's what niggas going to try to fuck with. I just don't, that inorganic shit like that. Like, let's say I go, my shit blow up end of the year. Everybody gonna be trying to fuck with it, you know what I mean? Inorganic, just cause they see they idol or somebody they like, a rapper wear it. Why the rapper gotta wear my shit for it to be dope? I think that's corny.
Unfortunately, it's the social media because social media is influence driven,
right.
And so that's the thing is people think they need this large influence to get what you want, but it's not. It's not the influence.
But life been like that.
But and at the end of the day,
we all got our influences, but I ain't never let no shit like that drive my whole Niggas
even before social media, though.
Swag type shit.
Yeah, but even before social media, though, like life built, like nigga, that's been a thing. You don't want to be judged. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just like niggas always like it was another way back before social media for people to always be like, this is what to wear. This is because it was.
No, I feel that I get getting fashion inspo, but I just think it's weak, bro. Like if we idolize our own shit, like you saying, if we put our own shit on. It's a norm. It's the same thing, bro. Gucci, all this shit, it's the same materials. They buying the same materials. We buying, bro. You feel me?
They just putting the color scheme on
they brand, They backed by those influencers, like you said, bro. It's all marketing. It's great. It's a great tool of marketing and shit. I just want people to understand. Support your homies.
So,
you feel me?
Hey,
what is Savage Fendi? Is that a clothing line?
So no, but that's cosmetics.
That's cosmetics.
Cosmetics. So
every time I hear that shit,
not Fendi. Fenty. It's called Fenty.
Fendi is a designer brand. And Fendi. I remember back when we was in high school. Fendi bags. Yeah, that was a big thing. Fendi belts. That was a big thing.
Fenty.
Yes, but Fenty, the Savage Fenty that she does, that's a cosmetic brand. But man, we done talked about a lot of shit.
We have, but we didn't touch like on it. A lot of shit. I don't know. And
then I just told your ass I wasn't gonna forget what we were talking about pre-show, and I damn near forgot because we done talked for so long. But you know, if there was anything else that you want to touch on the pod, feel free, man. What you thinking?
I don't know, bro. Just going by my shit, Collection 3, like you said, it's coming.
Yeah. Give him a drop.
Give him a drop. April 4th, man. April 4th, that week when I get back from LA, I'm gonna drop my shit. It's gonna be a wave, like I said. It's so much better from Collection 1 to Collection 3. Like, I just want y'all to really, when you get my shit, touch it, feel it, feel the difference. I want you to be able to feel the difference in all of that shit, because it means something to me. I know to y'all, you pick up some shit, you like French Terry versus regular cotton. Regular nigga don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't even know.
But listen, it's work and it's thought that go into that shit. Compliment that shit. Don't just be like the logo hard, or, you know what I mean? Really tap into it. Because a lot of work put into this shit, you know what I mean?
And I'm super excited for the drop. Obviously, your boy gonna be there just to make sure I cop some shit.
Oh, yeah, of course. We gonna go up, bro. I'm so excited. I got so much stuff coming up that I can't talk about. But we about to shoot an ad right before, we about to do it Tuesday, right before I leave. We're gonna shoot an ad for the pop-up. So stay tuned to that.
Absolutely. Nigga, what happened to the thing? The lock that was on the head?
That bitch still there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey,
I need the camera to see that shit, by the way.
That shit hard, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to embrace this fucking lock. I was gonna cut this shit off. Yeah. But then I'm like, that's not what he intended for,
Everything's
bro.
coming with a lock, man, with its own unique serial number on it. So it's
really
one-on-one.
Wow.
Nobody ever had the same number on this shit.
Wow.
So, bro, that's another big part.
That's clever, bro.
No, it's hard. Tap into my shit.
And that's thoughtful too, because my brain will hurt.
And tell the viewers where they can follow you. Of course, the viewers, I'm gonna put it down below so you can check it. But
follow me on all platforms that got Tom.
There you go.
Check it out. Check out some of my other content.
Nigga, that's you.
Explain everything. What?
That's you. Oh, Instagram?
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, I never knew that was him, because I think you follow me on Instagram and I follow you back. And the only reason I follow him back is because I see you follow him. So I'm like, so I always see, because I can't see you under the glasses, but if I now that you say the name, then I'm
like, the nigga on Instagram be acting light skinned, acting like he don't want to show his face and shit, just show his merch.
I be chilling, bro. I be on some different shit. I be on my fashion shit on Instagram. Like you said, I be making content. So if you know me personally, I just be showing a different side,
Definitely.
The fashion shit I be on for sure.
Wait, so what video was that where we wore his shit again?
Straight to the top.
Yep.
I'm trying to think about. It's some other videos. Anytime you see this hat here, anytime you see
the heart.
And I tell you what, All You Got, the original All You Got that we shot with 95 Films. I had his shit on.
Who jacket was that? And Live.
That wasn't his jacket. That was on some Dickie shit. Shout out to Dickies.
No,
shout out to them niggas. That shit coming back too. That's another brand.
Yeah.
That's coming back.
That was on some Dickies.
People reworking that shit. That Carhartt.
Because it kind of did remind me of that's something that you probably would put up.
Yeah, but definitely,
nice.
Definitely, if you see me with some Come On There Go songs on, I'm usually matching that with some De Belize, because he always got the heart. Like I'm just a big fan of originality, and that's what I seen with his brand early.
This shit tough, bro. I fuck with you because you fucked with my shit, and like I said, it was just fucking heat press bullshit.
Because I didn't give a fuck at that point in time. Everybody knows what I'm in it for. I'm in it because
I keep saying I have to call it bullshit because it wasn't bullshit. But if you see my first shit to now, I got like all the embroidery, all like hand stitch, double stitching. I ain't about to get into the logistics.
That's your progression, though, bro.
And that's what I'm excited for.
This shit done got so much more, you know.
So you know when you need a model.
Oh.
Hit up your boy.
But no, keep it G though. Like that's a good thing because nigga, like you got that archive in your mind and through your whatever pictures or whatever. So it's like you can say that about your shit, but mind you, it's a beauty in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's so weird. I know as being an artist, bro, you can get bored of your shit so quick. You ever make a song, sit on it for so long, and you ain't even really fucking with it, even though it's cold as fuck. But you like that shit old to you. You feel me? But niggas be like, bro, I want you to drop that. You know, I just post a little shit on my story. And they be like, what happened to them joggers? What happened to this or that? Sometimes I just get bored and archive shit. But yeah, bro, that's a big problem, my guy. I be trying to just keep creating. And I'm learning.
It's not a problem. It's actually a gift. And
the thing is, curse.
When you
don't get no sleep.
When you got guys like K, security engineer, when you got people like him, he reminds me, yo, we still got this in the tub. What people don't understand, one of my biggest records was Mango. We sat on Mango. We sat on Mango for a full year. Yeah. And Rich Lee knew that too. And I told that nigga, yo, a year from now.
Sometimes your best shit be like that. It's crazy. As an artist, you just be creating. Like you said, you just going. And like, yeah, man.
And that's the best part, though.
And also the best part is, as long as you got an archive, it's new to somebody when you drop that shit. Exactly. So whenever you ready for it.
Some of my best designs, bro, people been like, where this been? It's like, bro, I made this shit 2 years ago. You ain't even hit, you know.
Nigga, this shit right here, my sister shit.
Define.
Yeah. Define Athletic. So she do
Define Athletic.
Right. She do athletic wear. So like she's not like her wear ain't like say extreme fashion. It's more comfortable and you know what I mean? Like it's stylish. Put it like that. So nigga, she have shit literally just sitting out. Like nigga ready, not even promoting this shit yet, nigga. But we go do a whole photo shoot for some shit she, you know what I mean, already got out, you know what I mean?
You even got like samples. Like I be wearing shit that I made one of. I never dropped it, never mass produced. It's just a sample. And people be like, what's that? I'm like, bro, this is a sample. I ain't even, you know, I really don't even be wanting people to see it sometimes because it's like an unfinished piece.
Sure.
But niggas like, I want that. You know what I mean? So, you just gotta understand, bro, like you said, listen to your fans, bro. Listen to the people. I want to call them fans. So your consumer. Listen to the people who support you, you know. And get them what they want.
Absolutely,
everything gonna add it up.
Absolutely. Enjoy the pod with your boy, man. Listen, man, of course, y'all know where we doing this podcast right here at InHouse Studios, where you can get some of your best quality recording. This is the Stu Podcast episode 12. With your boy that got tone.
And we gonna speak to the community. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, look, we almost at 1,000 subscribers.
We are right now. Currently, we at like 964, 965. Yeah. Get me to 1,000.
All my people that's watching this shit, go ahead and like and subscribe. It's that way.
Yes. And if y'all got suggestions, and y'all got all kinds of shit, man, comment, man.
Comment.
Yes, sir. It's the Stu.
We out.
It's that way.